Hi, I'm Patrick Reed from the Adamas Principle. Lots of stuff to talk about today, particularly last week. The big news last week for me was the very panicky, dovish ECB. It was a dovish presser. It was some very dovish takeout. So I'm just going to go through some of that with you. So they slashed inflation forecast along with growth, GDP. They moved forward guidance, which was the real kicker from September 19 to December or through December 19, which basically means it's running more in line with the Ionia curve at current prices at June 2020 for what was a 15 basis point hike. Now that's got slashed to around 6-7 basis points, all fairly negligible. But the point is that they did indicate a moving forward guidance. They did also talk about forward guidance from March 2020, and they created some new teltros at 2 years. So despite no discussion of restarting QE, which is the big one, Eurodollar didn't like it, and it was off about one big figure. This in turn lifted dollar index, and you can see here 97.70, 97.90, massive level. It's off the highs there, so it's an important level. And you know, the dollar index, it's been chopping around for quite some time, had no real direction. Could this be the move? Could it be the big one? Let's just see how the week unfolds. So it wasn't just about the ECB. On the second slide, dollar yen, it was about risk. The other big story was the recent data from China. The production data was really, really bad. Risk assets, especially equity, now starting to find, you know, a lot of worry on the global growth narrative. Dollar yen hurt a lot of naive carry traders along through 111.50. So that's a good level to, you know, that should hopefully put a cap on any retracement up towards the 112. At the moment, we're looking at ranging between 110 and 112. I feel that, you know, if there's future data to disappoint in China, along with some US retail sales and CPI this week, we could head a lot lower to 109. So the third slide, the big one, Eurodollar, big level, 111.80, a great level on the fib, despite the ECB, quite dovish, 113, the big figure, maybe 113.20, sort of midweek, should provide some kind of cap to this. But really, for me, it just looks weak, it looks tired and downside. And I have to say that you probably need some help from some good data in the US. So the dollar needs to really hit this lower. And the final slide, PMIs, global PMI, manufacturing PMIs, really taking a nosedive at odds with emerging market equities and metal. So a bit of an odd chart, not a clear picture, but global growth worries will take center stage via China's data. So just be wary. And you know, I'll wrap on this. The final words of central bank are, you know, especially from the ECB, as the great artist Prince said, is it when doves cry? And certainly dovish ECB does not mean buying risk. It means the opposite, because they're worried, they're crying. My name's Patrick Reed from the Adamas Principle. Thank you.